So, can you do business acquisitions with just handshakes? This is what I'm going to talk about today, so make sure you stick with me until the end. So, hey, my name is Moran Pober. I'm here to help you buy your dream business or a few of them, and to share my journey over the last few years in this space of buying businesses. I'm also the founder of Acquisitions.com. So I got a message a few days ago from someone who told me that they got screwed with a business partnership after they just had a verbal agreement with that partner of that business. That person is someone he knew for many, many years, and they just agreed on something verbally, and he thought, hey, this is the way it's going to work. But then he found out he's getting screwed, and I won't get into too much details, but let's just say it didn't feel like something comfortable that he went through. And this is the last thing I want to happen for you. This is why I want to explore on if it's worth it to do handshake deals and when you must have something in writing, and just to explore some of those thoughts with you today. So to begin with, you need to remember that when you start any business relationships, you always start them on the right side. Everyone is so positive, so optimistic, and it's going to be much more easier to get to some kind of agreement when everything is going great, right? And that's why everyone is so optimistic. They love each other's vibes, and they're like, you know what, man, that's awesome. I trust you. I love your energy. Let's agree on something and let's move forward with it. We just want to, and it's coming from the right place. They're like, hey, let's just do the work. Let's not focus on the small, menial, annoying stuff, right? They're like, hey, let's not focus on the minutia. Let's focus on execution and doing the work. Which leads me to the next point, which is the fact that you don't really know a person until you know him for at least 1 or 2 years. I don't care who you meet, even if it came from a referral. I guess if it came from a referral, you have better chances, but no matter what, you don't really know a person until you know him for at least 1 or 2 years. And because in those 1 or 2 years, you're going to see him in his ups and in his downs. And only when you see a person in his downtime, you're going to really understand who you're dealing with. Because when you meet someone for the first place, from the first time, it's like when you're going on a date with someone, they're going to put the best version of themselves, right? They're going to try to behave and be their best. The question is what happens when things are not going the best. And I hear a lot of people who say, hey, don't worry about it. Let's start doing some work, and when we have some money to deal with, then let's make an agreement. But you need to understand that unless you can get to an agreement before there's money involved, it's going to be super, super difficult to get to an agreement when there's money involved, like actual hard cash money. Even when you're looking to buy a business and you're just talking random numbers, you're like, hey, just verbally talking about numbers, it's going to be a very different conversation versus when you're actually going to look at the actual numbers and you're about to close the deal. So as a general rule, remember, if you can't get to an agreement where money isn't involved yet, like actual hard cash, it's going to be super difficult to get it when money is involved. Remember that you only know a person after you know him for 1 or 2 years. That's why I suggest, no matter what, have everything in writing. And it means, even if it means that you just have an back and forth email and someone's writing to you back, yes, I agree, yes, I accept. So everything is in writing. Because nowadays, even emails are enough if you want to take it to the next level and go to court and all those things. So it really depends on what you're dealing with. Obviously, if you're buying a business, make sure you have as much details as possible. But even with sales and purchase agreement, I saw very short sales and purchase agreements in the past. But as long as things are in writing and there are the right expectations from each side, trust me, it's going to save you so much hustle, not just in terms of money, literally a small fortune that you can save to yourself, but in terms of just your internal and emotional state. And if you want to help me with my emotional state, please like this video and subscribe if you didn't yet, and let me know in the comments below if you ever had an agreement that was just verbally and then you realize something bad happened because you didn't have something in writing. Or let me know maybe if you had something in writing which eventually saved you at some point. I would love to hear those thoughts from you and get back to you on that in the comments below. Now, one of the biggest questions I'm getting from people after they understand how to do agreements with people in writings is, okay, I look at a deal, I get to an agreement, but how do I make sure that I analyze the deal the right way? Which is why I created this video on how to analyze deals in just 5 to 10 minutes. So go and watch this video right now, and I'll see you there in a second.